Hi, and welcome to Yoga Today. My name is Amanda Botour. In today's class, this is a class for mamas to unwind, to soften, to really create a space to let go and soften any of those edges that have a tendency to build up from just the daily practice of motherhood. Joining us today, I have Kim Whitman, who's actually the executive producer of Yoga Today, so we're really lucky to have her. And she is going to be demonstrating and also flowing with us. So you're going to start in a comfortable cross-legged position. If you need a blanket underneath your sit bones, you will need a block for this class. If you do not have a block, I will give you an adjustment towards the end so you'll still be able to join us. And just come and sit onto the block, and we're going to start with these C-spine rolls that I really love for mamas. It's an immediate grounding effect. So as you inhale, I want you to feel this like pranic elevator rising up the spine to the crown. Big inhale, gaze comes up. Exhale, you're going to coil back, make this C shape in the spine, and then inhale. So a lot of times this will be taught without moving the hips, like keeping the hips really steady. I want you to rock your hips. I want you to rock your hips, feel into the hips. If you can only do one thing every day, this is so lovely. It's a very beautiful grounding, especially if you have any anxiety or building tension. This is really nice to soften kind of any of the harshness or anxiety that can arise in the day-to-day life of what we call a householder, which is yogi householder, so meaning those of us that practice yoga mostly at home and in studios. Coiling back. Just find and really move the hips. So drop your awareness, make sure the hips are really rocking and moving. And don't get stuck right at the throat. You've got to let the energy come all the way out through the crown. Your eyes can be closed, totally fine. So this helps to just kind of plug us in, ground us in. And you can do this for as long as you like if you're doing this on your own. It is so therapeutic. Really connects us to the wisdom of our own ability to heal and the wisdom that lives inside ourselves. Good. Coming back to neutral. We don't often Om a lot during our Yoga Today classes, but today we're going to. So what I want you to feel as you Om, as we Om together, is as you Om, you're going to make this arm movement. So you're going to inhale, you're going to draw the energy in, and as you Om, I want you to Om like you're Oming into every cell of your body, like the Om is just for you. And literally bring your hands to your face, relax your jaw, and then the end of the Om really ends at the Dantian or the Hara, however you like to call it. So you're going to inhale. We'll just do the arm movements for a second. And then exhale like you were bathing yourself in the Om. And you just draw the hands down. And the base of the Om lands in the belly. Okay? We'll do this with an Om. Inhale. And you're Oming for your own cells, your own body. And again, inhale, Oming for the organs, skin, the pores. Landing in the belly. Inhale, one more, just for you. Whole body Om. Breathing exhale through the mouth. Left hand comes to the outside of the left hip. Right arm comes up and over. Just nice big side stretch. Really breathe into the right lung. Expand the intercostal spaces. Maybe wiggle a little bit. Maybe bring the arm forward. Really breathe and feel. It's like a stretching into your own existence today of just how does my body need to move? Need to be pulsed, breathed, loved, open. Good. And then coming to the opposite side. Opening. Now let the left lung support the opening. Free the neck. Bring that soft quality of what you're trying to dissolve into the movement. Moving softly, listening with a kind and supple ear. Being fluid, adapting to your body at any given moment. Good. Back to center. Good. Go ahead and come onto all fours. And we'll start with some traditional cat-cows, but we're going to move into a little bit more of a free-flowing cat-cow movement. From here, you're going to inhale, draw the heart forward through the upper arm bones, tilt the tailbone, and then exhale. Again, riding that tidal wave of breath. So really riding and making the movement arrive from the breath. And then coming forward, inhale. Good. Exhale. So we just did this, right, when we were seated. Warming up the spine. Freeing the spine. Eyes can be closed. Movement meditation. And then bringing the spine back to neutral. We'll do it with reverse breath. So you're going to exhale. Coming forward, inhale, coiling in. So reverse your breath. Good. Imagine that each breath is just coming in and nourishing every cell, sending these kind of calming signals to the body. Good. Back to center. And then from here, I just want you to plug in and just move your body. Honestly, just make it feel good. And, have the senses involved. So there's a sensual feel in the movement of the body by nature. And when you really plug into it, you engage all the senses. The ear begins to listen softly. The eyes begin to turn inwards and really feel into all the senses of the body as you begin to move freely in your all fours position or your cat's breath or however you like to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it if you want to roll around on the ground. Mostly, I want every part of the body to be touched by your awareness. Touched with the I'm softening. I'm really letting go of any of those edgy bits, the harshness, the anxiety, softening the mind. You can add downward facing dog as you need to and really stay so soft. And just, it's like a dance in the body, right? So as you begin to plug into this free movement in the body, you'll notice that there'll be like these invitations, and some of the invitation might look like downward facing dog. Some of us might come through these vinyasas. Some of us might shift left to right. Just breathe and feel. Let the movement take shape from the breath and from the quality feeling that you're trying to connect with. Like, I just want to soften today. I just want to let go of any anxiety and know that all is well with my kids. And right now, in this moment, I'm just breathing and feeling and creating a space for my soul to be nourished, for my body to be nourished. Really pulsing, bending one knee, bending the other. Stay so slow with yourself. Move the body like honey. That sweetness, that just like the delight, you know? Sometimes we forget to delight in ourselves because the daily grind feels like, wow, the daily grind, right? Shift the hips right, hips left. But for mamas to plug back into this idea that, oh my goodness, we're such sensual, beautiful beings of creativity, compassion, and we really plug back into that. It's like a tour de force that happens in the body. Step the feet together here. And then you're going to cross the midline as you walk forward. So the right foot is going to cross in front of the left. The left foot's going to cross in front of the right. You may need to come onto your fingertips, bend the knees, crossing the midline as you walk forward to the front edge of your mat. And when you get to the front edge of your mat, widen your feet about hip distance apart. Bend the knees and just rest your torso on your thighs and flip your palms up. Maybe shift the weight from right to left. Again, soft, supple. If you just think energetically what it feels like when something comes out of soft body. Okay, so let's say soft body with good boundaries. A soft body, it feels really different when it's received. But if something comes up against a hard body, it's just resistance. It's like opening the heart with intelligence, opening the body with respect. Good, and then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head and neck are the last to arrive. When you get to the top, take the invitation that the shoulders offer you to roll. Roll the shoulders. Lift the toes. Good. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. You're going to take the left wrist with the index finger and thumb and just arc over to the right. And again, make it like a yawn in the body. We're just yawning into this space. Relaxing the tension. Knowing that we're just doing the best that we can. Switching sides when you're ready. And feel free to linger where you feel like you need to linger. Tailbone reaches, thigh bones come back. Tailbone reaches towards the heels. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Place both hands on the sacrum. Bend the knees. And again, just feel the energy rise into the body. Catch it in the belly. Shoulders find a little tiny back bend. Tiny, tiny. Good. And then exhale. Massage the hamstrings as you fold forward. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, step back to your downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, settle your energy down. Breathe and feel. So soften the body to feel the breath come in. Good. Step the feet together. Inhale. As slow. Find the beginning, middle, end of the in-breath. Rise up through the right leg. Right leg lifts to the sky. Good. Keep internal rotation. Draw the knee into the navel and the foot in between the hands and lower the back knee to the ground. Yes. So from here, inhale, sweep the arms up. Yeah. So come into the back body here. Really draw the energy back. Yeah, so again, that feeling like you're opening the heart, but with intelligence, with these boundaries that keep us safe, quite frankly. Good, opening. And then you're just going to make a big arm circle here. And as you do that, straighten the right leg. So you're going to come down. Yes. And I'll come onto my mat and show you the flow that we're going to do here. We're just flowing from low lunge to Ardha Hanumanasana. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bowing to the prana, to the life force. Bowing to the inner fire, which really is what needs to be stoked as mothers. The inner fire that reminds us of our lineage, of our mothers, their mothers, and all the mothers that came before us. Whether or not you're changing patterns, changing ways, or you're trying to follow suit, it's just an invitation to recognize and move into the flow. Good. Forward fold here. Good. Bend into the right knee. Go ahead and bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. And from here, just keep the heart high for a second as you just generate some energy of the inner thighs towards each other. Good. And then from here, right hand reaches behind you. Grab the inside. Kim's been hiking, so her quadriceps are going to be a little tight. And that might be true for, especially if you carry babies a lot. So you can bring your buttocks back and then soften. Stay in this really sweet flow with yourself. Don't push, don't force. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Now, if it feels good, you can lower down, maybe come down onto the forearms, maybe open into this idea of the heart coming around. Now, as soon as we come in to a place where we feel like we want to hold, I want you to find like a little body vinyasa. Be looking up and looking down. Good. Beautiful. From here, you're going to release your back leg down. And you're going to come up, but kick this left heel in towards the midline. From here, you got it. Good. You're going to inhale the arms up. Interlace the last 3 fingers. Bring your index finger together. And just gaze up. Breathe into both lungs equally. And then exhale, release the hands down. And just allow this right hand to drip over the knee. Breathing. Soften your gaze. And when you're here, connect your gaze to your heart and your heart to your gaze. Changing the way we view and how we perceive and what we project. Right? Good. Coming around. You're going to come back into your low lunge only for a moment, back onto all fours. Walk the hands forward on the Hatha Asana. I love this for mamas. I love this especially for breastfeeding mamas. Even if you are with child right now, this really helps you create some space in the body. Inhale, round slightly. Exhale, let the lungs support the opening. Quality are you bringing to your practice? Creativity. And whatever you're bringing to your practice, to your life. Compassion, patience, courage. Right? The vulnerability that it opens us up to being moms. There's no more vulnerable place to be in than when you hold your baby for the first time. I recognize that. Go ahead and slide through. You'll keep your elbows underneath your shoulders and just unwind your neck. Be generous. Be generous with your movements. Be generous with your attention. Really give yourself the gift of your own attention. Good. Coming back. You can tent your fingertips. I don't want it to be any kind of like traditional feeling cobra. I want it to be more of a flowy, free cobra, just enjoying a little back bend here. And then exhale, find downward facing dog. Slowly. Transition slow, just like we do for our kids. Slow, rhythmical transitions always help. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, coil in knee to navel. Foot in between the hands, lower the back knee to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. So find your back body here. So don't just, this is what we do, right, as mamas. We give it all here, right? From the belly, from the heart, we're just leaking energy forward all the time. And I want you to draw it back into the back side of the body. Find the dunda, the staff. This is like your power move to really draw it back into the belly. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to draw the hands back as you straighten this left leg. Inhale, big arm circles. Exhale. I love to keep my eyes at kind of like this half mast feel to them. Catch the energy in the back body. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Forward fold. Good. From here, you're going to bend into the left knee. Bring both hands to the inside. And just stay here just for a quick minute. Probably really won't be a minute. Kid time minute. And just lift the heart. Good. When you're ready, you're going to reach around. Grab the inner edge of the right foot. Now don't pull. Please don't pull yourselves. Instead, just draw the right buttock back to the right heel and soften. You can have a block underneath this right hand too. Whatever feels freeing, delightful, and what gives you ease in the body. It doesn't take much to move energy, right? It's like a small pebble in the sea creates a very large ripple. Remember that. Less is more. I often say that with my mothering. The less I talk, the better I mother. Good. Opening. Good. And then maybe you want to come down onto the forearm. You can take the left foot with the right hand. Whatever feels good. If it feels better to stay high, you can stay high. And maybe just open here into a nice back bend. Good. So from here, you're going to come around. Either come up if you're down, come around and kick the right heel in and turn the left toes out. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Interlace. Take your opposite thumb on the other thumb. Index fingers together. Reach up. Head comes up. Maybe head comes back. And then exhale. Release your hands down. Let your fingertips drip with that nectar, that softness that you're creating in the body. And as you're here, connect your ears to your heart, and your heart to your ears, so that the quality of listening changes. What we hear, the sounds that are created around us, how they affect us, how we listen. Good. Coming back around. Come on to all fours. Anahata Asan again. No chaturangas. This is our replacement of chaturanga. And as you're here, connect the hands to the heart. So that as we touch our children, our beloveds, our friends, our pets, what we feel and how we feel through touch is filtered through the center of the heart. And if you have a tendency to be a little rougher than you like with your children, which it happens, okay? It happens. We're human. This is where you come to. Connect your hands to your heart. Good. And then slide on through. Sphinx. Unwinding the neck. And as you're here, go ahead and connect the tongue and the jaw to the heart. So we speak from the central place of our being. Good. Draw your hands back. Find a really gentle, invoking, alchemizing cobra or back bend. And then exhale, coming back to your downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, right leg lifts. Again, stay really soft and slow. Coil, draw the knee into the navel, foot in between the hands. Good. Lower the back knee to the ground. Same thing. Low lunge. Inhale. Sweep the energy up. Catch it in the back side of the body, right? Good. And then exhale. Big arm circles back. Yep. And straighten the right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Beautiful. Big arm circle. Inhale. Feel the back body. Exhale. Good. Stay in this forward fold just for a second. And again, breathe and feel. Feel this kind of body vinyasa. Body's always moving. We're just reflecting the truth of our nature. The body is always moving. Good. From here, you're going to come up about halfway. Just bend into this right knee. And you're going to kick this right heel in again. Only this time, you're going to sit back. Yeah, so the left knee should be coming directly out of the hip. From here, right arm comes to the inner thigh. Left arm, again, a nice big side waist opener. Opening the temple of the heart. Breathe. I just caught myself holding, so switch that pattern in the body. Good. Inhale. Rising up. Exhale. Turn the belly over. Keep the right hand tented by the outer right hip and fold forward. I like to grab the outer edge of my right foot here. Inhale. Exhale. Find a flow in the rhythm of your breath. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, we're going to do just kind of a little bit of a different quad opener than maybe you're used to. Is you're going to bring the right foot so it's to the inner part of the leg and turn the toes of the left foot straight back behind you. Now, if you can't do full Virasana, you can probably do this. And just start, create the length, and then just gently begin to walk back. So you can use the foot and the inner leg with a little traction A lot of you who have trouble with this quad opener will be able to come all the way down. And if not, love where you're at. Keep grounding the left thigh bone back, reaching the tailbone forward. You gotta linger in these quad openers. The quad openers are really helpful at releasing tension and anger and frustration, irritability. It's just linger to the point of not pain, but that discomfort place where you're like, feel like you might just shed a tear. Not from pain. It's a different feel altogether. It's that place of pushing your edge, where we get pushed to all the time as mamas. And then what do? Respond by softening to ourselves mostly. My goodness, as mamas are so hard on ourselves. Good. And then go ahead and as comfortably as you can rise up. I like to bring my hand to the left foot and use my elbows to come on up. And we'll just flow to the opposite side here. You have to come onto all fours first because we're going to start with a little bit of our inner thigh work. Is you're going to bring this left foot forward and straighten it. We'll do a couple rounds of these, just making our big circles here. Inhale. Really feel the energy backside and front side of the body. Exhale. Inhale, one more circle. And then exhale. Woo! Getting wobbly out here. Good. Forward fold. Beautiful. Massage your hamstrings if you need to. And then again, a little bit of an awkward transition, but you're going to bend into this left knee. Open the right thigh bone out to the side so it's coming directly out of the hip. Maybe pull the flesh of the left buttock back behind you. Left elbow to the inner leg. Right arm comes up and over, and again, don't hold and force. Breathe and love yourselves open. Just like when we parent, right? We're just trying to create this space and hold this space for our children to move into. The same for our bodies, is we're just constantly inviting the soft, supple feel. So the temple walls are solid and the boundaries are solid. But once you get inside, there's a soft place to land. Left hand to the outer left hip. Right arm comes up and fold forward. Really inhale into your kidneys, your adrenals. Really feeling like you're kind of tweaking the inner compass. The compassion, patience, understanding. Begin to take the central hearth. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, you just bring this right knee in a little bit. You're going to be on a diagonal, so you might need to scooch yourself more centrally onto your mat. And then flip the toes of the right foot straight back, because you're probably going to be on the inner part of it. And then gently. I love this because if you can't do Virasana, really, you can usually do this. It's one of my favorite little quad openers. And the hug, you can use traction, inner leg, to the sole of the foot. Good. And linger here for a little longer than anybody wants to. Just noticing from right to left. Settling. Don't fight gravity. Just really kind of relax into gravity here. Good. Inhale. See if you can feel this idea of nourishing all your digestive organs with the breath. Really have the inner vision being of everything working optimally. And that if you're trying to get to know what really works in your body, that you're in your alchemical studies of what nourishes your body, your mind, and your soul. And take notes. You know, we mamas forget. Go ahead and come on up as comfortably as you can. Ooh, yeah. And sweep this right leg around and lie onto your backs. Any way that you want to shift and move. I love a little twist, or you could do happy baby. Grab the outer sides of the feet and really draw the knees down towards the armpits. You can twist. Just listen again with the heart connected to the ears and the wisdom of the inner body. The body really knows how to move. And again, it's like, what medicine is needed today for this mama? Flow and move for about a minute, freeing any kind of residual tension, hardness. You know, force never works. It really has the opposite effect. I can't really roll because I have a little microphone here, so. So we just offer our body a place to move into. Good. Coming back to center. Now you have your blocks. And I'd love for you to place your blocks. Just lift your hips and place your blocks underneath your hips here. It's really on your sacrum. And you're going to lift your legs up. You can do this at a wall. Like I said earlier in the class, if you don't have a block, just go to the wall and do legs up the wall, Viparita Karini. You can go ahead and do that. You don't want to actively have to be holding your legs up, so if you need to adjust the location of your block, you can go ahead and do that. Oh, relax your jaw. I tell you, it can change your whole face, change the tone of your words. Just relax your jaw. Here we linger in the gratitude of being on this path as mamas. There's no greater work, I don't think, no greater challenge, but no greater love. You can linger here for as long as feels soothing and nourishing. Or you can make your way to a shavasana of your choice. I know shavasanas get a little tough for mamas, but you can invite your kids to lie with you, should you so enjoy. Try and give yourself a few more breaths. It is such an honor and a privilege to be able to share these practices with you from my mama heart to your mama heart. I hope that you find them nourishing on a soul level, nourishing on a body level, nourishing in all the ways that you need in any given moment. Thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Yoga Today. Namaste.